Okay guys, so I know it's a little bit unusual for me to start the intros like this, but I just wanted to give you guys an update about my channel. So I will be uploading 2 times a week on Wednesdays and Fridays, and the uploads should be no later than 6 p.m. If you guys have suggestions about what days I should upload or what times work, please comment down below. Please make sure you also follow my Instagram page and follow me. My account name is Takeshi underscore Tora03. Again, that is Takeshi underscore Tora03. On my Instagram page, I will be uploading cool Dragon Ball Z photos, and I also post about upcoming videos, news, rumors, and awesome Dragon Ball Z content. So make sure you guys follow my Instagram page, and now back to the video. What is going on, you guys? My name is Takeshi Tora, and I am back with another Dragon Ball Z video. And today we are going to be talking about the possibility of a new Dragon Ball video game. And specifically, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Could we see Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 on the rise this year, or possibly 2022? Well, we're about to find out today. So I'm going to discuss if I believe we do get another Xenoverse, and I'm going to break it down into 4 parts. First, we'll discuss where the franchise began. Second, if we do get another Xenoverse, what could be the additions added? Third, what rumors have been released about the possibility of a Xenoverse 3? And lastly, what signs point to that we don't get another Xenoverse in 2021 or in 2022? Please make sure if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you guys don't miss a beat. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into part 1. Okay guys, so the Xenoverse franchise has been successful for many years now, and it has been around for quite some time now, and obviously we started out with Xenoverse 1. Now the purpose of the game is that you choose between 3 races, including Saiyan, Namek, and Earthling. You would then choose your own race and customize it to your liking and name your character. Right after you create your own race and customize it to your liking, you are then guided by Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time, who help you restore history in the way it's supposed to be. Once you met Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time, you would then go on a crazy adventure of time patrolling and restore history to what it was supposed to be, and you would receive a letter grade after each mission. This, of course, would increase character level, unlock more characters, stages, and masters throughout the game. Plus, they also had an option called Parallel Quest, where up to 3 players fight side by side and earn points and level up more. Plus, another way to get stronger is unlocking teachers and learn their techniques, but you could also use during battle. For each race, each character would have their own transformations once they reached a specific level where they were able to get that transformation. The Saiyan race could also unlock Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. The Frieza race would have the option to turn golden. Nameks had the ability just to have Kaioken, and this technique would increase their attack damage and ultimate attacks. And the Earthling race also just had the option to turn Kaioken 2, where it would also increase their attack damage and ultimate attacks too. So basically, once your character was high enough, you were able to face against the antagonist in the game, which is Demigra. And alongside him were Mira and the Demon King Toa, which basically were responsible for actually making the characters that you fought in the game more powerful than they were supposed to be. And pretty much you fight them at the end of the game, and once you beat them, you actually, that's it. Like, you end the game, that's it. You beat Demigra, you beat Toa, you beat Mira, and that's it. But you can purchase 3 DLCs if you want to continue with the story and get a different ending. These 3 DLCs that you could purchase, it doesn't matter if you had Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, or PlayStation 3, it doesn't matter. You can buy all of these 3 DLCs, and these DLCs are GT Pack 1, 2, and 3. And Pack 1 gave you 3 playable characters, which would be GT Goku, Pan, and GT Trunks, and also included different kind of masters that you would get in the game but you couldn't get before, quests, new skills, and different costumes that you can get at the item shop. Pack 2 included Ice Shenron, Nova Shenron, and you could actually also play as Toa and Mira in this pack. And last but not least, Pack 3, you could get Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Vegeta, and also they included Jocko. I'm not sure why he wasn't really even that strong to begin with in the series, but they added him in there just to have him in the game to make a little bit of fun out of it. Oh, that being said, that was Xenoverse 1, and it was a really great game, guys. I mean, it was sold on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC, and to top it all off, it sold more than 3.13 million copies, which was a great success, especially since it's the first franchise of Xenoverse. And just 1 year later, guys, Xenoverse 2 would be released on October 25th of 2016, and it came on consoles like PlayStation, Xbox One, but this time they allowed it on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Android, and they also had it on PC. Plus, guys, think about this. If a franchise or industry is starting to make a new game and they already have it on different systems, because we all know that the more systems it's on, the better it will produce. So Xenoverse was just on 4, whereas Xenoverse 2 added 2 additional consoles, which would be Android and also PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch, which is already an advantage for Xenoverse 2 because Xenoverse 1 was only limited so much, whereas Xenoverse 2 was able to expand it and they were able to put it on different consoles. And also, guys, check this out. So according to the company that made Xenoverse 2, in 2019 and 2020, Xenoverse sold over 7 million copies of the game. And that is just crazy. Like, Xenoverse 1 was 3.13 million, and the fact that it literally doubled is just a huge advantage for Xenoverse 2, which is why Xenoverse 2 is already at advantage, not only because of the consoles, but also because of how many copies it was sold. Now, of course, from Xenoverse 1, we had the Saiyans, Earthlings, and Nameks, and the Frieza race, but in Xenoverse 2, they just added one more race to the mix, and that was obviously the Buu race. And in Xenoverse 2, you had 5 races to choose from, and you were able to customize more options, and for each race, they would actually have their own true fit of their transformation. It would actually fit their ideal character. So for the Saiyans, for instance, in Xenoverse 1, we had Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. But they add Super Saiyan 3 and later on adding the power of Super Saiyan Blue. The Earthlings didn't get anything new, they just had Kaioken. But seriously, Earthlings are weak anyway, so they don't even deserve anything new. The Nameks were able to get a transformation called the Super Giant form, where they were able to actually increase their strength and size against opponents. The Frieza race would once again use the Golden form, and the newest race that I mentioned before was the Buu race, and their special transformation was Purification, where it allowed the character to turn actually into Kid Buu and increase their strength and speed during the battle. The story for Xenoverse 2 is, well, it's a little different. Not completely different, but it is just a little bit. And it's different because of the fact that Xenoverse 2 doesn't have Democrat in the storyline. But the main theme is still the same. You're a time patroller who is guided by Trunks in the Supreme Kind of Time, and another person is actually added to the group, and this is Elder Kai. Your purpose is to once again fix history and to restore it to what it's supposed to be, but this time enemies are even stronger, and that's because of Toa and Mira, who are still in the game and have more power to make enemies even more powerful than they're supposed to be. But the good news is that Xenoverse 2 allows you to get more available characters, stages, costumes, attacks, quests, and teachers to help you along the way. Plus, you also have the option, once you leveled up enough, to have the ability to fly instead of walking, as walking takes longer and the map is 4 times the size of Xenoverse 1. And also, you can travel to 4 different dimensions where you can unlock even more quests and level more throughout the game. But also, like Xenoverse 1, you had Zenny, and everyone knows Zenny. Zenny is the type of profit you can use to purchase things in the game and go to different stores and buy different costumes and attacks. But they also added TP coins, which allowed the character to purchase even more rare items and attacks to help improve their character. Alright guys, since there's no Demigod in Xenoverse 2, Mira would be the final boss for this game, and he would transform to his ultimate form, and you fight alongside Goku and you defeat him once and for all and restore peace along the timeline. And the game ends there. Well, not really. There's actually 15 DLCs. Like, 15 DLCs is crazy. And not even to mention, two of them are new music added to the game. I mean, that is just crazy. Like I said before, guys, 15 DLCs were added to this game, and I'm about to list all 15 of them, so it's going to take a little bit, but so we're going to start with DLC 1. Okay, so basically DLC 1 is also called the Super Pass, where you're pretty much able to get 4 more characters in the game, along with more playable characters in parallel quests. DLC 2 added Kaba and Frost to the game. DLC 3 included Kaba and Vados. The fourth one added Future Trunks, Goku Black Rose, Zamasu, and Bojack. DLC 5 included Future Trunks and the entire Future Trunks saga. DLC 6 included Deborah, Boo, Gohan Absorbed, and Android 13. And also the seventh one included Jiren, Foe, Android 17, and Master Ultra Instinct Goku, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't tried out that character is probably like the best character in the game. Like that character is just amazing. But anyways, DLC 8 included 11 new songs. So those two songs I just mentioned before, they also add another DLC where they made 11 new songs. DLC 9 included characters from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. DLC 10 allowed 4 more content packs, so they added 4 more. The 11th one added Rubienne from Universe 2, which, by the way, nobody even likes, but whatever. But besides her, we actually do get a good character from that pack, and we got Super Saiyan God Vegeta. The DLC 12 added 2 Ultra packs. 13 added Android 21, who was originally from Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and also added the reincarnation of Majin Buu, also known as Majub. DLC 14 added Pycon, Topo, and DLC 15 included new characters, stages, quests, and items from the movie Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. And they also added in there the Dragon Ball Super Legendary Pack 1. But guys, that's all the DLCs, and just the fact that they added 15 DLCs to this game really shows you how well Xenoverse 2 really did, whereas Xenoverse 1 just only had 3 DLCs, but Xenoverse 2 was such an amazing game. And just what they took from Xenoverse 1, they made the graphics better, they improved the gameplay, added new features, guys, more DLCs, more race options, and lastly, just the overall experience of playing Xenoverse 2. But that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive into possible additions that could be added if Xenoverse 3 is on the rise this year or in 2022. Look, we all know that Xenoverse 2 was a good game. In fact, in my opinion, it was a great game. But there can always be improvements to anything you do. But the biggest issue is that Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2 sort of fixed it, but didn't really fix the majority of the issue. But the issue I'm talking about is the ability to level up. And we all know that in Xenoverse 1, when you got to level 70 or you got in the 80s, it took such a long time to level up. And then they tried to change it in Xenoverse 2 by allowing a player to spend TV coins to increase their level, only by 1 level, which doesn't really help that much. But they also added new parallel quests, which ties into the DLCs, and it would allow the character to level up faster. But still, many people face an issue, and there are 2 solutions to it that I've actually come up with. One being that if you allow a character to use Zenny also and TP coins for the character to actually grow, and allow a character to actually do parallel quests, but allow them to adjust the level to make it harder so you can earn more points, or to adjust the amount of points they actually want to earn, so the way the character can actually have a much easier time leveling up but still enjoying the experience. And that's one thing that Xenoverse 2 really didn't do. Like, it just gave you the quest, and whatever difficulty it was on, it was just on. Like, it was either easy or hard. But I think the character should actually just be able to adjust what level they want to have it on and increase how many points they actually want to get to where they want to increase their level at. But despite this, they only had TP coins in the game and you weren't able to use Zenny. But despite this issue, I also added 4 ideas that actually could make Xenoverse 3 actually overall better. Number 1 is to fix the online lobby. There has been connection issues, and the online lobby has been known to be really crowded. To fix this issue, why not add a better system in place where you actually have 9 online lobbies available and anyone can choose which one they want to go to. That way the crowding isn't an issue and connection is better. So the next time you invite a friend or you want to play, this connection issue can be resolved. Number 2, actually have Dragon Ball hero characters. And I know Heroes isn't technically canon, but we have GT characters and movie characters, so why can't we have hero characters? Why not? I think actually a lot of people love watching Heroes, and fighting alongside hero characters and adding attacks and stages from the show would actually be pretty cool in my opinion. But I'm not sure if they are going to do this, but I think if they are going to make a Xenoverse 3, they definitely should. And if they are going to do it, just add other things besides stages and characters. Add more costumes and parallel quests and items and more playable characters that would just improve the game and the experience of it. Now, besides adding hero characters, my other option that they could add to Xenoverse 3 is add different races. Listen, we love the races that we have in Xenoverse 2. We have the Saiyans, we have the Earthlings, we have the Namex, and we have, the Frieza race, and we have the Majin Buu race. But why not add more races? It would just make the experience way better. How about a Cell race, or even add an Android race? This would be pretty cool and allow more customization flexibility, and also adding these 2 races, or even more races that you can actually think of, would lead to some pretty cool transformations in the game. And lastly, adding instant transmission. Now listen, I know we have instant transmission as an attack, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're in the lobby and the city, and it doesn't matter where you are on the map, you're able to teleport anywhere you want to go to. Sure, flying was cool when they added it to Xenoverse 2, but wouldn't it just be nice to teleport somewhere instantly without having to waste time walking or flying to somewhere you have to go to? Hey, just saying, adding these ideas would improve the game experience, but since I addressed Xenoverse 3 editions, I'm going to go ahead and dive into Xenoverse 3 rumors, and if the game is either going to come in 2021 or in 2022. So obviously, ever since the release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, there has been an increase in, rumors about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 becoming a reality. Now obviously, if you have played Xenoverse 1 or Xenoverse 2, or you're just a big fan of Xenoverse in general. Now, obviously, I am a huge fan of Xenoverse, and I would love to see a Xenoverse 3, but the truth is, it's still up in the air as to if it's going to come out or not. Now, according to reports, I cannot prove if these are 100% true, but according to World Wire, this is what they had to say. After the original and the sequel of Dragon Ball, Xenoverse was very well received by both critics and fans. By Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 was heavily requested by its fans. Even with the good reviews, both the installments have some flaws in it. Also, the developers and publishers have had plans to port the game for the next generation consoles. Next generation consoles could be an indication to PlayStation 5, which is set to release this year. This may be the prime reason we never get any updates of news regarding Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, as the developers had no intention to release, make, or even release the game before the right time. Leaving behind all of these possibilities, it is very difficult for the developers to actually create a decent and interesting story of Xenoverse 3, because nowadays, only action and intense gameplay won't win the hearts of all gamers. They need quality content in terms of story and small details surrounding it. Now, obviously, these are just rumors and aren't 100% true, and part of why I believe it isn't true is because, they never addressed what month or even if it's going to be on other systems. The time of month is really important, guys. It is very important, because it is the best time to really give out the information now. Because let's say, it doesn't even have to be a game. It can be a console. It can be whatever you want to sell that's brand new on the market. You want to sell it at a good specific time, because a lot of people aren't going to pay full price. So usually when a game comes out, it's like $60 or $70. But if you release it around the holidays, which is usually the best time of month, because instead of spending like $60 on a game, there's special deals going on, which would decrease the price to probably around $30 or $40, and more people are able to purchase the game. Plus, What about PlayStation 5? I mean, I know I mentioned it, but besides PlayStation 5, what about PC or Nintendo Switch? Those systems are big time, and not having those portable to other systems is important to success and how many copies of the game are actually sold. But to the final segment of the video, I will give you my reason why I don't think the Xenoverse 3 is coming anytime soon to us. Guys, this is tough for me because I'm a big fan of Xenoverse. Like, I love Xenoverse so much, and I just love the Xenoverse series, and I just love what it brought and how it changed the world of Dragon Ball video games. But I would want a Xenoverse 3 really bad, and it would be awesome, but I just don't see Xenoverse 3 coming out this year or in 2022. Now, let me explain why. Because I am a big Xenoverse fan, but I'm going to explain why I don't think Xenoverse 3 is coming. Due to the fact that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot just came out not even 2 years ago, and many people are starting to draw their attention to it, and plus the fact they just added a third DLC to it, but still, even to this day, they are still making DLCs for Xenoverse 2, and who knows, they actually may be making more, guys. I mean, they've made 15. It wouldn't shock me if they came out with more this year or probably even next year. But I just think the Dragon Ball video game industry likes where Kakarot is going, guys. And to be honest with you, when a company has a new idea and it keeps going higher, higher, and higher, they're going to do it. And to try new ideas instead of remaking a new game is probably important to them. Because if you think about it, Xenoverse 3, they would just be adding more quests, new characters, stages, and DLCs to the game. Not saying adding new ideas to Xenoverse is bad, but just the fact they are doing something new and it seems to be heading towards the right direction, it's important for the Dragon Ball video game industry and businesses to know that maybe, possibly, they could be thinking about having a Xenoverse 3. I mean, they could be making it right now, guys. I have no idea. I don't work for the Dragon Ball video game industry. I have no idea. They could be working on it right now as we speak, or they're not even touching those plans at all. But we're just going to have to wait and see this upcoming year or in 2022. But that being said, guys, that is the end of the video for today. If you guys are new, please subscribe, hit that like button, and share with others, as it does help me out, guys, and it also helps out people who want to learn about Dragon Ball and know about my channel. I mentioned before the intro of the video, my Instagram page, it's Takeshi _Tora 03. Make sure you guys follow that so you guys don't miss a beat on my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. My name is Takeshi Tora, and I'll see you guys in the next one.